This portion of Today Food is created with our sponsor, Citi. Citi is partnering with No Kid Hungry to help end childhood hunger in America. Visit citiprivatepass.com/kids to learn more.
This morning on Today Food, we are celebrating the new spring season with raspberry sweet treats. Joanne Chang is a pastry chef and co-owner of Flower Bakery in Boston. Joanne, good morning. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
And we have your little audience of two right here, already ready to taste.
Hungry, yes.
So raspberries are in season. We got a couple of recipes here.
Absolutely, yes. I'm here actually with the No Kid Hungry campaign. We do an event every year across the nation where we gather chefs together, and you get to eat great food that we create and help raise funds for childhood hunger.
Taste of a Nation.
Taste of the Nation, yes. 1 in 5 kids is food insecure, meaning that they don't know where their next meal is coming from, which is pretty awful.
And so these are sweets for a really good cause.
These are sweets for a really good cause, yes, and I have 2 great recipes here today.
Starting with raspberry cheesecake.
Today we have raspberry cheesecake. We have our graham crackers and cream cheese and, of course, raspberries and some sour cream.
Okay.
Wow. So the first thing we do, how is everything so far?
It's really good.
Excellent.
Crazy good. Yeah.
We put some melted butter, and you want to make sure that the butter is melted so that it mixes well, and some sugar into the food processor. And it's super simple.
You've already ground up your graham cracker crumbs. Okay.
And then just give that a pulse. And then we take the graham cracker and pour it into here. And if you want to use, you can actually
using
use
a smaller pan, okay.
Yeah, we use a little pan to make a cute little cheesecake. And then you just press it in, or you can also use the bottom of a cup.
Gotcha.
And that'll press it in. And then we have the filling. So we have some sugar. Yeah. And again, this recipe is so straightforward. Some egg, a little bit of vanilla, some lemon juice.
Okay.
And then what makes it really creamy is the sour cream. We use creme fraiche as well, so either.
There's not sour cream in every single cheesecake recipe.
Not every single cheesecake, but that's what makes it so light.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet we got a couple of fans over here.
We're in a timeout.
I know. Let's see. Okay, so we make the filling. It'll end up looking like this. Now, how do we incorporate the raspberry?
Okay, so I'm going to put this into the baked crust. The crust bakes for about 15 minutes at 350 degrees. And then I'm going to have you help me make the swirls. So you just squirt some of this raspberry coulis, and then you take a toothpick and just run the toothpick just through
like that?
Exactly.
Okay. See? And should I get it looking real swirly, like mess it up?
Just like that.
Wow. Well, this is fun.
And then you bake it for about 90 minutes. It actually bakes for a really long time.
All right.
In a really low oven. And then when you turn off the oven and you let it sit in the oven and cool down, and that keeps it from cracking. And you have a beautiful cheesecake.
Wow. So how long does it?
Can I just ask you real quick? Carson cooks his in a water bath.
Exactly.
Is that right?
What?
We do.
Did you?
What?
You read the book. No, if you cook them in a water bath, it makes it really creamy.
What does that mean, a water bath?
Yeah.
So a water bath is if you take this and you put it in like a roasting pan, and then you fill the pan with water, and then you put the whole thing in the oven.
Matt's just showing off that he knows what a water bath is.
How low is the heat on the oven? For 90 minutes on what?
90 minutes at 350 degrees.
Oh, so not that low.
Yeah, so it's not super low.
It's like your
series watching.
Really good.
Awesome.
That crust, wow.
Yeah, it's very simple, just graham crackers.
Our next recipe is a meringue.
This is raspberry meringue. So you just start off, it's got just egg whites and some sugar and raspberries. And so we beat the egg whites until they reach soft peak stage. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
So you can see how now it's not really very voluminous, but after 2 or 3 minutes,
it's going to look like that.
It looks like this.
Okay.
Yes. And then we add the sugar. And we add sugar in about 3 increments. You want to add it kind of slowly. And then once it's all added, you get this.
Okay. Let me ask you, I've always wondered, because I do occasionally bake, excuse me.
Your nose is growing.
Sorry, the looks. No, I do. The looks. It's true.
She makes
You're going all the way back to the easy bake oven thing.
Pretty much. No, but I mean, why do you have to do it in installments like that? Why couldn't you just dump the whole thing in?
You could dump the whole thing in, but it makes the meringue not as soft.
Okay.
And so do it slowly, and it allows the sugar to slowly incorporate.
All right.
Everything in baking is about being patient.
That's probably why I'm not that good at it. Let's be honest.
Now we take the meringue, which has been beaten up, and we make these little clouds, and then this is the best part. So I'm going to make some divots, and all you have to do is pour some of the raspberry into the divots.
Do I get to do this part?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Is this the same raspberry mixture we made over there?
Yeah, it's just a simple raspberries and
Do
sugar.
I want it to overflow?
Nope, you're just going to fill the little hole.
Oh,
perfect.
Okay.
And then so we've figured out a trick to use chopsticks, actually, to make the swirl.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do it. While we have a few seconds left to show.
Here you go.
Yes?
So you're going to dip in and then sweep out and then go around.
Wow.
Until you get a swirl. So dip. Just like that. And then swirl
Vail could help
around.
you out with that.
It
Looks
takes a
like
little
Vail did help her out.
It does.
But after
Yours doesn't look that good either.
Mine don't look that great either.
Okay, good. And then we're done.
Finished product.
And what, you just let it cool?
Oh, and then you bake them in a
Bake
low
it.
oven.
What? Don't laugh. I mean, it's so hard to do this with the
It's funny enough
peanut
watching
gallery.
you cook. Watching you bake is on a whole other level.
All right.
But she bakes a lot. She just said she bakes.
Big,
All right.
big baker. Joanne, thank you so much. You can also get these
Joanne.
recipes at today.com/food. If you go to the Today Facebook page right now, you can watch Joanne cook up one more treat. She's making raspberry rhubarb muffins. Yum.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.